everyone, it's me Nikki here with another segment of What Would Nikki Do? Now today we're helping out our friend Kelvin. And Kelvin comes to us right next door from Charlotte, North Carolina. And Kelvin's problem is how to organize for school. So let's jump in and help him out. Hi everyone, it's me Nikki here with another segment of What Would Nikki Do? I hope everybody is doing great and having a fantastic week. I tell you, another week, yet going by fast. So today we're here to help out our friend Kelvin. And as you all know, he's from Charlotte, North Carolina, and he is one of my younger friends out there. He just started high school this year. This is his first year of high school, and he's about finished with his first year, so that's good job, Kelvin. But he wrote to me and he said, you know, could I help him out with some issues as far as organization for starting high school. He's just starting high school. How can he be organized, his desk organization and things like that, schedules and just different things that go into all the new responsibilities of being a high schooler. You know, it is a big difference from going from middle school to high school. So, you know, he just wants some organizational tips for that. And I thought it was just so commendable that he's trying to really have a great start to his high school career. So I commend you for that, Kelvin. Now, Kelvin, as you can tell, I am no spring chicken. So when I did get your request, I was like, oh my goodness now. But, you know, I want to give you quality advice because let me tell you something. It's been a couple decades since I've been in school. You know, when I was in school, we didn't even have cell phones. Now, cell phones were on the market, but nobody in my school had one. You know why? Because this is what our cell phones look like. Now, Kelvin, my school did have computers. We had about maybe 10 computers, but this is what my computers look like. So as you can see, you know, my advice on high school organization could be a little questionable. You know, when I got your request, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm still going to help you out because I have to look at this from the perspective of what would I do if I was in your situation. So, Kelvin, what I would do is I would contact my boy, Blake. Blake is awesome. He is another YouTuber that does videos on high school and college organization. He actually is in college, and he started doing a couple years ago when he was in high school, and this guy is on point. He knows his thing. He sets up systems that are workable. He is so meticulous that it is just amazing and it's so inspiring. I'm not nowhere near high school age anymore, but I enjoy his videos and, you know, he just really does awesome, helpful videos. So I reached out to my friend Blake to ask him if he would collab with me on this situation here to help you out because, again, I wanted to give you quality advice because I'm telling you, you need to get advice from someone who is in your age group that has the skills, organizational skills that can give you some kind of up-to-date tips because I want to give you detailed tips. So I'm going to stop talking here and I'm going to let my friend Blake here take it away. So Blake, I'm sending it over to you, my friend.
Thanks, Nikki, and hello to you too, Kelvin. I'm glad that I could offer you some advice to help organize your school life a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is just take you through my top 5 things that I think you could be able to do. They're all really simple things to help just improve your organization for school, and it definitely will, I assure you, help you kind of get to that place that you want to be with all your organizing and things like that. So from your letter, it sounded like one of your major concerns was scheduling. So my first tip for you, Kelvin, is to invest in a planner or agenda. Here is mine, just for an example. It's a Filofax, and this is my life. This is how I organize all my class schedules, and I keep track of everything. So definitely getting a planner or agenda is the most important thing you can do to stay organized in your high school career, really. All throughout high school, I used a planner as well, and it really helped me. So definitely, if you want to stay focused and first of all get your scheduling down, this is definitely a great way to do it, and you can keep track of all your assignments and when your tests are and when things are due. And not only can you keep track of that with school as well, but you can also keep track of personal things like appointments or a work schedule if you happen to work. But I think it is a great tool to have. I'll just show you this quickly, just my weekly kind of view. I keep my class schedule on here, and I write down when I have to work on things, when things are due, and it just keeps me focused, and I'm able to accomplish things a lot more efficiently, and it really, like I said, in the end does help improve keeping everything together. So definitely my first tip, Kelvin, would be to get a planner, and it doesn't have to be an expensive one. You can even make your own. They have them at dollar stores, so whatever your budget is or anything like that, you can really kind of improve your organization just by getting one of these. So Kelvin, my next tip for you would to be get some folders to keep all your papers organized for all your schoolwork. So I always have used these types of folders. They are just a 6-pocket folder. So I like having this so I can have one pocket dedicated to each class. And it keeps everything neat and organized, and it also helps to keep your papers from crimpling and getting torn and things like that in your school bag. So definitely folders are the best to use for this kind of situation. It keeps everything together and in one place, so you can always find something. And something I also do with folders that I think is really beneficial is that I take any return tests or assignments and put them in my folder as well, and then if it comes time to study for an exam or something like that, then you can always go back and refer to that test or assignment that maybe you did really well on, and you want to just review all the things that you did. So definitely get a few folders if they're just like the 1-pockets, or you just get one of these 6-pocket ones or something like that, just to keep all your papers neat and in one place. So my third tip for you is all about locker and backpack organization. So I don't know if you have lockers at your school or not, but most likely you carry around a backpack. If you do have a locker, I definitely have some tips for that as well. So your locker and your backpack are essentially your life during your school time. And you need to make sure that it's organized and you can find things and it's really efficient. So for your locker, definitely if you have one, I would suggest picking up maybe some of those like dollar shelves that you can insert into your locker, and that just keeps everything separated so you can put certain subjects on certain shelves and just keep everything neat and organized. And also, if you have any loose supplies like pencils and pens, erasers, and rulers and things like that, you can also get some of those little bins that are magnetic and stick to the sides of your locker right inside. So those also keep everything in one place and organized so it's not a mess in there. So if you do have a locker, I suggest that you go through at least once every 2 weeks and kind of clean through and sort through everything, and take all those papers that you have returned to you, returned assignments and things, file those away in the folder that I just showed to you, and anything that can be thrown out, just get rid of it so that you can keep it more organized and there's not as much clutter, and it's a lot easier to find things. So if you do have a locker, I suggest going through at least once every 2 weeks just to clean it out. So as for your backpack or your school bag, it's just like a locker. Essentially, it's a portable locker, and you also need to keep that organized. So definitely just keep the essentials in there, just whatever books you need for that day or whatever, and just a few pens and pencils and things like that. Definitely the most minimal you can kind of get it, the better. You want to really try to avoid clutter so that everything is neat and organized. So just to do that, to get rid of maybe some excess papers that you have in there, definitely, like I said before, use the folder to keep everything organized in that aspect, and it also keeps your papers from getting ripped and everything, transporting to and from school. So just like the locker, if you have one, I suggest that you also keep your backpack and your school bag cleaned every so often. For the backpack, I would probably say once every week, just kind of take a quick go through, and like I said before, find some things that need to be filed away, take those out, and anything that can be thrown in the garbage, get rid of those as well. So you just want to kind of minimize all the things that you have and just keep it simple. So as an example, Kelvin, I just thought I'd show you my school bag quickly. This is what I carry around on a day-to-day basis, and all that I have in there at the moment is my physics binder, and my iPad that I go on and check things in between class, and just a vitamin water. And obviously I have a few pencils and pens and a calculator in here as well, but that's it. That's all I keep in my school bag, just to avoid clutter and things getting ripped and torn in there. So yeah, like I said, just find a way to minimize everything and make sure you go through at least once a week and just tidy things up. So my fourth tip for you would be to create a good study area environment for you to do all your work in. So I know that you had some questions about desk organization, so in my opinion, I think a desk is a great place for a study area and for you to do all your homework and things like that. So I just thought I'd suggest to you a couple desk organization tips that I have just to help you keep it a little more organized. So definitely one of the best things to use to keep your desk clutter-free and organized and get all your supplies in one place would definitely be to get some type of organizing tray. So for example, this is just one of the ones that I have. I got it at Walmart, and it just houses all my pens and pencils. I also have post-it notes in here if I'm using those, and some post-it flags to mark things in my books. I also have paper clips in the back here, just pretty much everything that I'm going to need at the desk when I'm doing my work, and it keeps everything in one place. So you don't want to have pens and pencils and things and all over your desk, because it's just going to create a more stressful environment for you. And when you're studying and doing work, you really want to make it efficient and make it clean, and you want to be there doing your work. So definitely invest in some type of desk tray to keep all your desk supplies that you're going to use in one place. So the next desk organization tip I have for you is to create some kind of filing system. So this can kind of coexist with your folder that you keep in your school bag to take things from school to home and everything like I showed you before. So this is just kind of an extension of that. So what I have on my desk is this hanging file folder system. So I don't use all of these currently at the moment, but I do use the majority of them. And what I do is if I get any return lab reports or tests or assignments, once I take them out of my folder, I return them here to their rightful spot in my little tray here. So this definitely keeps all your papers organized, and it helps you find the things that you're looking for a lot easier. So definitely pick up something like this. You can also use letter trays or even just a drawer in your desk that you can just pull out and kind of keep separated for certain subjects and things like that. So anything to keep your papers a little more organized on your desk definitely is a plus to keep everything clean and in its right place. So the last desk organization tip I have for you, Kelvin, is just to get some kind of like a magazine tray, like something like this, just to keep your books, all your textbooks and even your notebooks and binders in, just to keep everything more neat on your desk. That's what I use these for. I use it to keep my extra printer paper and all my clipboards and things like that. So definitely anything that you can use to kind of maximize the space that you have and keep everything in one place is really beneficial to creating kind of a study environment that's really organized and you kind of want to be at and you want to work there. So definitely just pick up on some of those tips that I suggest, and I guarantee that you will find that you do enjoy studying a lot more than you probably do already. So the last tip that I have for you would be to create good habits. So that can range from a lot of different things. Some examples would be kind of set up routines for yourself to get into, just to help you create a better habit when dealing with your schoolwork. So things like doing your homework at the same time each day, maybe when you come home from school or after you finish dinner at night. Maybe just find a time to do your homework every night, and then you kind of eventually get into this routine and this system that you just know at that time you have to be doing work, and it kind of makes it a lot easier when that time comes. So definitely creating a time to do homework each day helps. Also, studying in the same area helps as well. So pick one spot in your home or wherever you would best study at, and then just stick to that place. So for me, it's my desk here. So I know when it comes time to study, I go right to my desk. I'm more productive in that area, and hopefully with the desk organization tips that I just gave you, maybe you will find it a lot easier to study at your desk now. So maybe you can study there now, and it will kind of become a routine for you, and it'll just help you in the long run. So that is definitely another thing, as well as packing your school bag the night before also helps. So get into the routine before you go to bed at night. Take your books from home and anything that you need to bring to school the next day, get that ready to go. Put it in your school bag, maybe get your coat and your shoes ready, and just keep everything in one area. So you kind of get into this routine, and then you form good habits when dealing with your schoolwork. So that is basically all the tips that I have for you, Kelvin. I hope that it really helped, and I thank you for your question, and thanks, Nikki, for reaching out to me. I'm glad I could be a part of this. So once again, thank you, and Kelvin, if you have any other school organization related needs, you can definitely check out my channel. I'm sure there's a lot more things on there that could help you out as well. So back to you, Nikki.
Okay, thanks so much, Blake, for all of your help with this. I'm sure that Kelvin so appreciates it. I would like you all to please check out Blake's channel. It's High School Experience. I'll put the link below. He is so awesome, and he's so organized, and as you can tell from the video, he knows what he's talking about. So I would like you all to please go subscribe and check him out. Also, please go to my new channel at workwithnikki.com. I'm getting ready to do some neat giveaways, and I have some neat videos coming up, so please also check out that channel. And I hope you all have a beautiful day, and it was so great to be able to help you out, Kelvin, and I wish you so much success, my friend. Bye-bye, you guys.